Frustrated, patience getting short. How longer can you tolerate it? Listen, ma, I'm just motivated. I do this for us, stuck on the grind, trying to elevate it.
Hey, yo, to really be honest, you stuck with me through my whole struggle. Can't even express through words how much the kid loves you. I'ma stand as a man, never above you. I could tell that you different from most, slightly approach you. And the ill shit about it, we don't sex every day, but when we sex, we tease in a passionate way. Love the way you touch it, those little elaborate ways. Got the guard feeling released to relax for the day. It's on you,
baby,
ma.
if you give it to me, I'll give it to you. I know what you want, you know I got it. Baby, if you give it to me, I'll give it to you. As long as you want, you know I got it.
Baby, if you give it to me, I'll give it to you. I know what you want, you know I got it. Baby, if you give it to me, I'll give it to you. As long as you want.
Shh, mommy, listen. I feel your love for me, baby, and how it moved through you. I've been longing for the moment to talk the truth to you. Listen, I'm never home, I always get up and go. Putting you through the unnecessary rigmarole. I never meant to put 1,000 pounds of stress on your head. I love the way we sleep and how we always cuddle in bed. Baby, I stay embracing your patience, shedding your tears with me. I ask you, my mommy, please continue to bear with me.
We started out broke, constantly on the road, cutting up in the streets like we would never get old. Went from Lucy's and buses and 50-cent sodas and Novas to Hondas to Lexus to Rovers. Mad years past, still got each other back. Word is born, never screw none of these industry cats, boy. We like Skull and Molder, walking shoulder to shoulder, milking this game, watching our seeds getting older.
Baby, if you give it to me, I'll give it to you. I know what you want, you know I got it. Baby, if you give it to me, I'll give it to you. As long as you want, you know I got it.
Baby, if you give it to me, I'll give it to you. I know what you want, you know I got it. Baby, if you give it to me, I'll give it to you.
I was an aggressive inline skater, which probably means you should kick the shit out of me right now. With that said, thank you.
I'm waiting for the public downstairs. We can get some mixers.
I want to let you know.
Drinks.
Give me a second with these people. I want to let you know how much it means to me that people continue to skate here. If I could find a way to grind those motherfucking things off, I grind them off. And when I see people like you skating here, I'm an artist, alright? And if you're an artist, alright, if you have any identity as an artist, or if you feel as a skateboarder that where you are and where you decide to skate has any influence on who you are, then you understand the impact of the ambient energetic level all around you.
Yeah.
And the reason you guys decide to skate down here is not only because it's got some of the sweetest spots in the city, and you gotta check some shit out down there,
Yeah,
alright?
down there is pretty sick.
Alright? And then also down there, alright?
Yeah.
But is also because you guys are the only fucking energetic counterpoint to that. You know what I do in the morning? I wake up, I smoke half a gram of weed, I watch those motherfuckers get into work at 9 a.m. and I wake up on their motherfucking lunch break. And that's life. Because you know what the real commodity is? And the commodity of the future? Give me a second. One second. I almost
What's your
done.
name, bro?
Kentaro.
Meet these people.
Kentaro.
Meet these
Kentaro.
Yes.
JB. Pleasure to meet you.
You know what one of the only real commodities of the future is?
I'm going to.
Meaning. Which is why you motherfuckers are. I'll be there in a second. Which is why you motherfuckers are down here. So I want to give you my card. Because I may have a way of getting you paid, and at least it will pay for your whatever fucking drugs you gotta do to feel like you in a world that's like this. You feel me?
Yeah.
I'm starting the world's first ever motion picture fashion magazine. I got national distribution, and my main editorial is a lesbian skydiving drama where the models, including myself, all became skydivers. Alright?
Okay.
A lot of people fuck around and take cards. These cards cost me a lot of money. You ever seen American Psycho?
Yeah.
You know Paul
I
Allen's,
remember
you know
that,
Paul
yeah.
Allen's card, the card that makes him go nuts?
Yeah.
Minus the watermark, that's Paul Allen's card. I don't give this away lightly.
Sorry.
And you'll notice as you handle it and as you spend time with it that it gets dirty because the paper is so fine that it's cleaner than your own goddamn hands. Alright? So if I'm giving you my card, then you know, and I live right the fuck there. There's a window open. You see that open window there? 1, 2, 3, 4. That's me right up there, alright?
Yeah.
That's where I fucking smoke weed.
Another one.
Anytime you want to smoke weed with me, don't call me, email me, because I haven't got my SIM card set up yet. I just lost my phone. My mom's paying for my SIM card. She's not paying for that. I earned that as sponsorship as an artist, okay? And that's my mom's place. So my mom's that fucking hardcore that I gotta be fucking sponsored in order to fucking live there to pay, and she and the motherfucking sponsor's paying full rate. And you understand I'm living a real life, all right? And you understand why I respect that you skate here. You understand that I respect that you're skaters.
Yeah.
Because I used to go downstairs backwards on one fucking foot in Bosnia, all right, down fucking. Multiply this by fucking 4, 5, 6 times, all right? So 20 steps backwards. You know, it's funny on inline skates. It's easier to do a backward steer right on one foot. Weirdly enough, all right. So I was too short to grind. I'm 2.5 feet tall. This could be my grind. This would be the only grind I have in the whole fucking city, all right? If I had to jump up from here and grind this shit or this shit or this shit. That shit ain't fucking happening, alright? So the only thing I got to get good at is steroids, alright? I'm the fucking steroid master, as I used to be. I'm fucking stairmaster.
Back then they didn't want me, now I'm hot, they all know me. Back then they didn't want me, now I'm hot, they all know me. Back then they didn't want me, now I'm hot, they all know me. Back then they didn't want me, now I'm hot, they all know me. Back then they didn't want me, now I'm hot, they all know me. Back then they didn't want me, now I'm hot, they all know me. Back then they didn't want me, now I'm hot, they all know me. Back then they didn't want me, now I'm hot, they all know me.
Before I came up in the game, nobody showed me love. They see me in the club and used to treat me like a scrub. They wouldn't holler cause my dollars wasn't swollen up. I bet they changed their mind when them 84s come rolling up. They see that I'm a star, now they wanna sit in my car. Now they wanna count my G's, roll with me and Candy Car. Now they used to love to diss me, now they rush to hug and kiss me. Now they telling all their friends when I leave how they miss me now. 281-330-8004. Get Mike Jones up on the low cause Mike Jones about to blow. Before the ice was in my crib, before I got my major deal, these girls didn't give a damn if I was here. Shit, I said before the ice was in my crib, before I got my major deal, these girls didn't give a damn if I was here. Shit, I said before the ice was in my crib, before I got my major deal, these girls didn't give a damn if I was here. Shit, because
back then they didn't want me, now I'm hot,
all on me. Back then they didn't want me, now I'm hot, they all on me. Back then they didn't want me, now I'm hot, they all on me. Back then they didn't want me, now I'm hot, they all on me. Back then they didn't want me, now I'm hot, they all on me. I remember back then, most of these girls couldn't stand me, but now them same girls begging me to put on their panties. A couple of them said I was cute, but I was just too chubby. Same size, a year later the same girls wanna love me because they see me pay pimpin' pins, working my jelly, and they ain't trippin' cause my pockets stick out more than my belly. They know I'm paid, living laid in the shade, 2 slabs in the Escalade, or 4 or 5 mistakes. They know that I got it made, so now they see me as a baller. She would wanna play her now, but I ain't got the time to call her. I'ma stall her like she styled me, now she tryna call me. Girl, I'ma dog your side like you dog me. I'm Mike Jones, don't act like you don't know the name. Ain't nothing changed but my change, I'ma stay the same. I'm Mike Jones, don't act like you don't know my name. Ain't nothing changed but my change, I'ma stay the same. Because